My friend Chris sent me a message on Steam asking me if I had heard of a game called Ashes of Singularity. I had not, so I went on the Steam page to see what it was about. Apparently it's some early access RTS. I skimmed through the game's page like I usually do, and most of the description was about how good the graphics were, which was a bit odd, but one thing in particular caught my eye. Winning is about strategy, not speed. Games are won or lost based on your strategy, not how fast you can click. This is apparently one of their major selling points and a philosophy I've seen before, mostly in RTS threads on 4chan's video games board, that apparently a good RTS should focus on the strategy. This is however the first time I've outright seen it as a selling point. It's not something I really agree with. Of course an RTS should have strategy. It's in the name, real-time strategy. But RTS games need both strategy and speed. It's about a mix of macro and micro. If you remove one, it stops being qualified as an RTS. If you want a game exclusively based around strategy, I recommend you develop a turn-based strategy game instead. The turn-based strategy genre is mostly games with a much smaller scale than regular RTS games, or games that are heavily based around luck and random number generators, or both. There's more than enough RTS games with a heavy focus on macro, but the only TPS games I can think of that seem somewhat like turn-based RTS games are Advance Wars and Heroes of Might and Magic. The blend of micro and macro is what makes RTS a unique genre. If you think one or the other handicaps the genre, then you're not suited to develop RTS games. And if for whatever reason you enjoy the general design philosophies of RTS games but don't enjoy micro, then there's still plenty of macro-based RTS games for you to play, including but not limited to Rise of Nations, Age of Empires, Supreme Commander, Warcraft 2, Age of Mythology, Dawn of War, and Stronghold. Micro is important in most, if not all of these games at high level play, but if you only enjoy RTS games for macro, then I somewhat doubt you'll even want to play at high level anyway. In conclusion, saying micro is about who can click the fastest is a goddamn lie. It's like saying fighting games are about who can push buttons the fastest. There's more to it than that, and if you're using little micro as a selling point, you need to reconsider why you're making an RTS at all.